Hello everybody, I'm Pragya or welcome back to my channel. This is the second video of the series Accessible Social Media that I'm creating in collaboration with Saksham Trust, that is an NGO working primarily for the blind community in the country. They have a campaign called Leveraging Social Media Accessibility for All that is supported by Meta. This series is an effort under the same campaign where we're trying to spread awareness around how can we make sure that our content is more accessible on social media. Now there are three kinds of content that we wish to cover in this series. One is text-based content, second is images, third is videos. In the first video, we started to talk about how to make your text-based content more accessible, and that includes post your text messages as well as the posts that you put on social media. The three ways that we discussed were simple language, use emoticon instead of special characters, and third, use camel casing for your hashtag. If you've not seen that video, please just go back, watch that and come back here. Today we'll discuss the fourth way in which you can make sure that your text is readable and accessible on social media, and that is to make sure that you use the correct color contrast for your text as well as your background. Now, a couple of things to keep in mind here is whenever you write something on a background, make sure that the image of the background is not very complex and you're not really using colored text on an image, because that really reduces the readability of the text. Second thing to keep in mind, please make sure and please try that the background that you're using is a solid color and the text that you're using is also a solid color. If it's in gradient where a part of the letter is lighter than the other half of the letter, it also reduces readability. Now the most important thing in this category is to make sure that you follow a color contrast of a ratio 3:1 in the background and the text. If the text is bigger than 18-point font size, or a ratio of 4.5:1 if the font size is less than 18. Now, this contrast ratio simply means that the colors are different enough that they can be read on each other. Now, you might not understand or know what is the contrast ratio for different colors. I'll add a link in the description so that you can understand what the different color contrasts look like and what is the ideal color contrast as well. I will also add a link where you can understand or test the contrast of the colors that you might have used or you might plan to use in your posts in the future. I would suggest that the safest options here are to use black and white. If you have to write something, use a white background where you write text in black, or vice versa, where you use the black background and write the text in white, because that's the highest contrast ratio that you can achieve and that's the most readable for people with low vision as well as color blindness. I really hope that you adopt this while using social media. I will definitely be more mindful while choosing the color scheme for my posts in the future so that we can all ensure that we are more accessible to all on social media. I'll see you in the next video where we'll talk about the last way in which you can make sure that your texts are more accessible. Till then, stay tuned. Bye.